I do the piano and the instrumentation that is not the wind, obviously, which is the round Japanese.
I do the wind. I play flute, alto, soprano on this particular these upcoming releases that we have, and at some point I'll be using the tenor sax.
Oh, Michael Green. I'm the producer guy and idea person and someone who's objective, hopefully.
I've been playing since I was basically like 17 years old, so that's quite a few years. Without giving away my true age, I guess I'd say most of my life at this point.
I integrate the technology of the recording and the digital effects in with our sound, and by that what I mean is that you can really garner a different kind of emotion when you have traditional instrumentation, traditional microphones, traditional pickups, and with digital technology.
So the style we've been developing has definite relaxation aspects to it.
And certainly with the internet now, you no longer have to have a record label to get some kind of exposure to release your product.
Happening in the year 2000. I think that's all we can say about that.
I play all kinds of music, all styles, but jazz is my true love. Anytime that I needed to improvise or play a solo, it would come out jazz. So any group that had me, I had to understand that.
Yeah. People from China, people from Taiwan, people from down the street or Florida can hear exactly what is going on in their own homes.
And that's one thing I'd like the listener to tune into when they listen to it, is what I'm hearing is as good as live as you can
what
get.
What it amounts to is it's musical art.
I will at some point in time attempt some things technically that I may not quite be ready for, that I've never practiced, I've never rehearsed, and that's a characteristic of our music.
To be able to walk in, pull out the instruments, have an emotional connection, and really guide the outcome of whatever we're playing that day based on that connection.
The music we're playing is non-traditional in terms of structure.
You can call it jazz because jazz kind of factors into everything, but realistically, in today's world and whatnot, I mean, there's not like a genre you're going to fit real well into.
Or is when we're performing live, actually include the audience to the extent that we ask them to give us some ideas, like hum 6 or 7 notes right off the top of your head, and we'll take it from there.
At some point, you just go with what works rather than fighting what you think ought to work. And if it feels right, I guess this is one of those situations where if it feels right, you just do it. The best thing about Ivory Winds, as far as looking back in all the various projects that I've been involved with, is this is the one project that isn't work. Certain elements of classical music that have really inspired me, and the techniques that certain composers have used, say a Stravinsky or a Bartók, and even different elements like with rhythm, like Khachaturian.
Well, as far as my own playing, of course, I've been influenced by a lot by John Coltrane and Miles Davis.
IVORYWINDS.com. IVORYWINDS.com. Of course, if you're seeing this, you're probably on the site.
Exactly.
So feels pretty good. It's as if it was meant to be. Thank you for your support and for supporting live music.